finally got that mother going, dude. Sorry, man. I had some wifey things I had to take care of. And I gotta remember where the heck I was. Talking about the vagabond. Talking about the vagabond and how we got here. Where we are today. There was a point I was going to make. And then my wife came along. I kind of like when she comes along. I kind of like her. Got 2 degrees warmer in here. We're up to about 41. Still pretty chilly. So, now I gotta remember where the heck I was, man. I got interrupted by a little woman. It's talking about, vagabond, moving on. Trailers, doing trailers. I'm trying to remember, dude. I gotta go through my catalog. So they're moving up here and quit doing camp trailers. That's something I'd like to get back into. You know, I enjoyed doing that and rebuilding them and everything. I might have already said that. So if I repeat myself, man, I'm sorry about that. It's cold outside. My wife interrupted me. And, yeah. And I'm getting old. But I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say. So, you know, what got me, well, for one thing, man, it's so flipping cold outside that, you know, for the next few days, I guess you're going to get talking videos and sharing videos and crap like that. And I only have one video where I'm showing this battery that I don't even have anything to run. Told him oh yeah, man, send me out one of them batteries, man. I'll do a review on it, man. And I had a couple of, you know, trolling motors, electric trolling motors. And I knew I had a couple of those, you know, so. Because I got this battery, man, this lithium battery. Got it all charged up after I bought a charger and everything. And went out there to get my my trolling motors. I knew right where they were, man. They were in the part where the tree fell on my, you know, my barn out there. So I went out there and, you know, I pulled all that stuff out and I had thrown the trolling motors over the side. And I brought them in, and neither one of them work now. So I don't know, you know, probably when did that tree fell on it 2 or 3 years ago. And snow and ice and rain, they ruined them. Just all part of living in a creek bottom. So I don't know how I'm going to do a review on that. But what I was getting at is the you know, the video. I can't take you on any field trips or anything like that. So I guess just sharing stories, man. Just morning coffee chat type videos till got about a week of this crap, man. So what really got me, I don't know if you want to call it nostalgic or what you want to call it. Is this morning, you know, because I always get up, man, and watch my muskrat and East Coast. I didn't see an East Coast video this morning. There might be one now. But, you know, I was up at 5 or 5:30 this morning. But, you know, and then after I watched the 2, I just kind of go through what's on my feed. And, you know, that kind of shows you what you've been watching the day before, the last couple of days, because that's kind of crap, man. And political crap and all the BS is kind of went off of my feed because I just haven't been doing that. You know, a lot of junket videos and, you know, the winter camping a couple times, but mostly junket videos. So anyway, I get on there on the feed there. And this dude comes up, just some guy I had never heard of, and his name's actually, his YouTube is Bad Chad. That's his YouTube name. And he's bigger, I think, I don't know, 250 or 300,000 subscribers, bigger channel. Never heard of him. But what comes up on my feed is Barry Weiss, Barry from Storage Wars. He comes up on my feed that this guy's goes over to Barry's house, and Barry was really the only guy that I watched when Storage Wars first came out. And I can tell you a story about that. I remember when Storage Wars comes out, and that's why I watched it a little bit. The only person I really liked on there was Barry. And, just she was so funny, dude. And unique. And, which, man, it shows, there's actually 2 videos, man. And one goes through his collection, and holy crap, man, he's got some, Barry Weiss worth some bucks. Man, he's got some crap. But anyway, so when Storage Wars came along, I don't know what year that was. Let's Google that. I'm talking about the first one. I think there's a whole bunch of them. I don't even know if it's on anymore. I only watched the first couple seasons, if that. What year did Storage Wars start? Storage Wars, the reality show, started December 1st, 2010. So, 2010, that's 15 years. Yeah, that's about right. So, before that, man, I used to buy storage units. Gosh, I don't know what year I started buying storage units. I think I bought a couple before the motorhome days, but then after the motorhome, which would have been, I think, 2001. After that, man, I was buying a lot of storage, weekly, man, or anytime they had auctions at the storage auctions, I would, and we were down on the edge of the flatlands back then. Or actually, no, I think I'd bought my first house, man. I was actually in Meridian, Idaho. So there was a lot, man, right there in Meridian, there was a bunch, man. And then I'd go to Boise and Caldwell and Nampa and all this stuff. Anyway, we were down amidst the adventure, to say the least. But down there, so, man, I was buying, Garden City was where I'd buy a lot of them. But I was buying storage units, man, a lot of them, man. And I was, man, anywhere, I think, man, I can't remember, man. $300 would be like astronomical amount that you would pay for a storage unit back then. Most of the time it was under 100, Man, 20, 40, 50, 60 bucks, man. $80 to $100 all day long, and then every once in a while there'd be a good one, 150 bucks, 200 bucks. I paid oh, dang, I can't even remember how much I paid for that. It might have been couple 200-300, but it was a storage unit, pretty good size storage unit, man, like an 8x10 full of nothing but records. Dude, I made so much money off records. And that was before the big record, because it's kind of a boom. I think they're still selling. Well, I know they started making records again, so it was way before the big record boom. But, man, it had Elvis and Beatles and, all, good stuff, man. I sold a lot of records. I sold them out at the flea market and everything like that. Anyway. And that was actually, man, that was before the motorhome days. So that was one of the ones I bought early on before we moved into the motorhome. So that would have been like the, 1995, something like that. Anyway. There's a squirrel. It's coming to get some corn. Anyway, so the storage, man, that's why I was buying all these storage units, for cheap. Man, dude, I scored so much. Man, I was making good money on these things. And I wasn't doing eBay, man. It started off before eBay, and I've talked about that before, how, man, at the flea markets and everything, we just became the middle guy for the eBay guy until I became an eBay guy. And, you know, as soon as I moved out of the motorhome, so 2000 or 2001 is when I started doing eBay. And I played with it in the late 90s a little bit. But not too much. So then, 2010, I guess, is when it happened. 2010, this show comes out, Storage Wars. You know, of course, I was junking and I don't know what I was doing, where I was in 2010. I think we were just moved into that mobile home I was talking about earlier. It's about this place in 2012, I think. 13. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Kitty, Miss Kitty. And Red's really good at remembering dates too, man. Those two can remember, you know. And I'm talking month and day dates. They remember me. I don't remember, and man, it all runs together. So anyway, so this Storage Wars comes on, you know, and I start watching, man. I'm like, cool, dude, this is awesome. And I didn't even think about how it was gonna affect, you know, the storage unit auctions, man, because anybody that didn't know about them or ever even think about it or anything, man, and within, I don't know how long, man, month or months, a few months, man, holy smokes, I was going to these, man, especially when it was the live ones, because I used to, you know, just like the show, you go and, man, you bid on it live, you know. Now I think they're doing them online. I haven't done any like that. I've never bought one just offline. But, they started going, dude, and pretty soon, the ones that you were getting for 20 or 30 bucks, man, those were the ones that were bringing 200 and 300, man, and they started going for 800, 1,000, 1,500, man, and I was like, holy smokes, this game has just changed. And I went to a few and never even got another one, man, and it was so overpriced and outrageous, crazy. And that's, man, a big junker boom, you know, and eBay was going strong then. And so, I mean, it just, you know, storage, I don't know what it's like out there now, but I know a lot of people still buy storage units, still getting that game. But, you know, one guy that I watch, well, actually a couple 3, 4 people I watch buy storage units, and dude, it's usually, you know, $300, $400, $500 they're paying. Rarely do you see the, you know, the little ones, and when you do, when they buy it, a lot of times they're like, why did I buy this? Because it's just, you know, there might be one thing in there and it's just dirt, junk, mouse crap. So anyway, so that was pretty much the end of my career on storage units after that. So long story short, how we got over to the storage unit things is, so, you know, like I said, Barry on the Storage Wars. So I'm flipping through this morning, you know, and I hadn't even thought about Barry for years, and that's, you know, Barry Weiss. And I'm like, Barry Weiss, let's see what the title of this one is. Barry Weiss from Storage Wars invited us to his house. You won't believe his private collection. Well, hey, man, that's my kind of crap, dude. I'm going to check it out. So I watched that one, and it ends and actually runs into another one, and the second one is the one that this old boy is, let me see if I can get his name here again. His name's Baron, and it's one of Barry Weiss's old buddies that has been one of his friends for 50 years, and he's 86 years old, and his place, you think I got a lot of junk, man, but he's got a lot of junk stacked up, and then he does these sculptures, you know, and I've thought about doing that with old rusty stuff, but he makes all these, oh, dude, it is awesome. If I think about it, I'll put the link to this video down below, because it is, you know, for a junker, man, it's pretty dang amazing, man. I watched both of them. That was a 40-minute video, man. It was good. So now I'm trying to find out more on that guy. So that kind of put me in this, you know, I watched those, 2 of those kind of videos. And then it, you know, of course, then you just start thinking about your junk and, you know, 86 years. I hope I live to be 86 years old. Man, I hope I'm still out here junking at 86 years old. I might want to get a propane heater in here so I don't have to fight that fire so much, man. Holy crap. I have a bunch of propane heaters, but, man, once you get the wood stove going, it's pretty good in here. So I don't really know what this video is about, man. We're just visiting. Story time, I guess. Story time on how the heck we got here. I'm happy to be here, though. I know that. Miss Kitty loves it. We love our creek bottom. And I love all my junk. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't care. That's all I got, man. That, like I said, it's so cold outside. Now we're up to 45, it looks like. Man, so that fire's kicking in. But I'm going to sit here and list. I do have that basket. You can go over to Mountain Junkers. I'll probably do a video over there after it warms up a little bit. And I only got 4 things to show on it, man. And then I started filming when we went in, but well, I'll talk about that over at the other channel. But I didn't film too dang much. But man, you guys all be careful if you're somewhere where it's warm, man. Congratulations, because it ain't here. And then the next week it's supposed to only get colder. I don't like it, but it is what it is, dude. It's what happens when you live in Idaho. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.